Hello, welcome to another video. Today's video is my Thanksgiving prep vlog. We're doing a lot of little things around the house to get ready for Thanksgiving. I'll show you guys a little Amazon haul of what I bought for Thanksgiving because we are hosting again this year. Last year we had a crowd of 6 people and then my baby, and now this year we're hosting 12 people, including my toddler, because now my toddler eats, so she now counts as a person at the table. My husband actually took my daughter on a date this morning to kind of give me a break, and so I used the time that I had for a break to get ready to film a second trimester recap video. So if you haven't seen that, go watch that. That will be the video probably right before this one, but they should be home any minute now because it's almost her nap time. We have quite a few little projects going on, but I just wanted to bring you guys through the next few days as we prep for Thanksgiving, and then I will have a completely separate Thanksgiving and Black Friday vlog, so subscribe and stay tuned for that. We are very much still fall in this house, which goes against my beliefs. I'm a November 1st Christmas girl, but we've just been so busy every weekend of November with like home improvement projects and stuff like that, painting the nursery, putting stuff together. So we have not had the opportunity to decorate for Christmas. So we're doing that this weekend. That being said, we're still going to have fall decorations up our Thanksgiving dinner table throughout like our like kitchen dining room area for actual Thanksgiving, but we're also gonna have Christmas up at the same time, or at least a lot of our Christmas up. I'm gonna show you guys my Amazon haul of what I bought for Thanksgiving, which maybe I'll just do now. Hold on, let me go get that stuff. Starting off strong, I think the sun is coming out. Of course, like after I filmed that video. We have our little to-go containers. These are very little. I tried finding bigger ones on Amazon, but anything that was bigger, they were like, this is the worst quality ever. So people will just have to use these and have multiple containers going home with them, which reminds me, we should probably have some kind of bags for people to put these in. It's literally like a very casual Thanksgiving. It's my cousins and their kids and my aunt, my uncle, and then my mom and my sister. So it's not like we're having like all kinds of elaborate people. It's just 12 of us. And then this is a little banner. You can't tell what it says, but it's a sparkly banner that says Happy Thanksgiving. And then I bought these last year and I thought I saved them, but I don't know where I would have put them. So it's very possible that I will find them in like our Christmas bins sometime this weekend. But it's these little like napkin and like utensil holders to put on everyone's place settings. Thought those were cute. And then these were so cute. These were like, I think $10 or under. And they're these like little like skewer toothpicks that are, I thought they were paper, but like that's wood. And there's some that say give thanks. There's some corn. There's like acorns, pumpkins. Like these are so like little pilgrim hats. These are so cute. So I was thinking like we could stick them for like the hors d'oeuvres and stuff like that, but like how adorable. I got a pack of orange forks, plates, dessert plates, plastic tablecloths, and some napkins, but like honestly, not a lot of them. So we will have backup plates that are just not festive and backup napkins and stuff because like this is not enough for napkins for Thanksgiving. So I'm like a little disappointed in that, but like these will be our fancy dinner napkins, I guess. Wait, what? I thought I bought paper tablecloths that you put underneath the plastic ones, but turns out I bought plastic, which is not the end of the world. I can double layer the plastic with more plastic, but I don't know. I like having the paper ones underneath because I feel like it helps with the grip and like it not sliding around. But anyway, that's all like the festive stuff we bought. Anyway, happy Thanksgiving. Well, that is it for now. I will be back with an update when I have an update. The last time I recorded was yesterday, and I wanted to show you guys some of the stuff we've done to prep for Thanksgiving so far, which for the house. First thing we did was I painted and I sanded these for like probably like 2 hours. These that helped us install our baby gates. If you guys have been following along, you know that these have been an ordeal. Anyway, they were very jagged, very splintery, and I smoothed them down and then I painted them black. These, and they blend in, like I feel like they blend in so well, like you don't notice them as much as when they were just like blocks of wood. And this one I painted the same color as our wall. So that was my project yesterday. Other thing that I did was I prepped our Thanksgiving shopping list. Addie is sitting right there having some snack. We have not gone food shopping yet for it. We're going food shopping tomorrow, which is Monday. Hoping that's not a mistake, but we've got a hefty shopping list. And then I also just like wrote out what everyone's bringing / what I'm making. So I want to give you guys a little bit of a rundown of our 2025 Thanksgiving menu because we are hosting 2025 Thanksgiving menu. So for appetizers, my aunt is bringing a charcuterie board. My husband is making stuffed mushrooms. I'm making a cheesy garlic bread, and we're buying a spinach artichoke dip. And then I'm going to have bread to dip in it. We're going to have chips to dip in it. And then we're also just getting like Lay's potato chips with French onion dip. And usually my aunt also brings like some kind of like bread from like an Italian deli. So I also know she's bringing other appetizers that she just like hasn't told us about yet, because she'll probably just go to the Italian supermarket, buy what she wants, and then bring it. So shout out Roro. For dinner, obviously the turkey, which I'm buying from a local farm. And then I'm making a baked mac and cheese. I'm making cornbread. I'm making a slow cooker cheesy scalloped potatoes. I'm making mashed potatoes. And then I'm making gravy from the pan drippings after the turkey is done. I'm providing the rolls as well. I'm not making the rolls. I'll probably just buy them. My cousins are bringing the green bean casserole and the sweet potatoes, and then my mom is bringing the cranberry sauce and the stuffing. Okay, and then for dessert, I'm making brownies, and I'm making a pumpkin bread with chocolate chips, and then my cousin is making apple hand pies. My sister is making cinnamon rolls, and my mom is bringing a pumpkin pie and making a minced meat pie. I don't think there's actual meat in it. It's like kind of like an old person pie. My uncle requests it every year, so my mom is going to make it this year because, like, who makes a minced meat pie? I think it's called minced meat, but there's no meat in it. We gotta buy water bottles, seltzer. We're a huge seltzer family. Martinelli's, which like is like the sparkling apple cider, because I can't drink this year. And then also there'll be like people under 21 there. And also it's just good. Martinelli's is just good, and it's also tradition. Beer, white and red wine, and we have white and red wine just like from having it, so we're not having to go out and buy that, but Zach is gonna buy like probably a 6-pack of beer. And then we also like have soda, so I don't know if anyone will go for a soda, but we have soda just left over if anyone wants it. But this is our shopping list. There's a lot on here. Anyway, we will get started on decorating for Christmas. I still have to make dinner tonight and everything like that, but I'll do that in about an hour. I'll be back when it's time to decorate for Christmas. Yeah, tree. Isn't it pretty?
We Gotta be gentle with the tree.
That is our Christmas decorating for this weekend. We're waiting to do the majority of our Christmas tree decorating until we get a playpen to put around it. It's just sounding like that might just be the best option to keep her from messing with the tree. Everything has to be baby-proofed ever. Like, also, we had to move the configuration of our couch to face that way rather than our TV because the toddler, my daughter, started figuring out how to get up on the couch, and she started like running back and forth on the couch. And like when the back of this was just like open space, like it was just like when the back of the couch faced that way, and she was able to just kind of like go over like the whole back of the couch if she wasn't careful, it just was too much of a risk. So like, yes, she can still run on this and fall off of this or fall off of that side, but at least like the majority of the couch is like she can't fall back. But oh my gosh, everything changes when you have kids, and like even when you don't expect it, like everything. We have our little taste of Christmas up. I'm happy about that because normally I have full Christmas done by now, but like I said, we've just been so busy, so we haven't really been able to like fully decorate, and we're waiting on the tree. But anyway, I will see you guys tomorrow for food shopping, and I'm probably just gonna take little clips here and there of us doing it because it's gonna be mayhem. This is the face of someone who ran out of puffs.
Back here, sorry.
Ta-da! I look so bad, but I just wanted to quickly say, ShopRite the Monday before Thanksgiving with your 18-month-old, she'll be 19 months tomorrow, is a bold choice, but we got in and out, minimal fussing, because I brought her tray. This is like a universal snack tray, and we were throwing puffs at her the whole time. So that has been working. I think I mentioned it in one of my last videos, how like we've been struggling with her not sitting in a stroller, not sitting in a car seat, and this snack tray with puffs or like a snack changed the game. She sat the whole time we were in there, and when we ran out of puffs, we were literally at the checkout line, and the 5 minutes we were in the checkout line, she did like throw a fit. But you know what? We got out of there with minimal fussing, and I'm very appreciative of that. So I brought like a little ring light with me because lighting is like so dreary, but it's not necessarily bad lighting, so I'm not gonna put it out. Also, like, I would be so embarrassed if someone pulled up next to me in my car and I had a ring light and a camera out. So we're sticking with the camera, and my camera has a huge microphone on top of it. So yeah. It is the Tuesday before Thanksgiving, and I just got done with I was going to say high-risk doctor, but I'm not technically high-risk anymore. They're just still monitoring me because I was. Anyway, if you haven't watched my second trimester update, go watch that. I explain it all in that, but we got some really good pictures of the baby. She was hiding her face the last 3 visits. So the last time I got pictures was 4 visits ago. So 4 weeks ago. And oh my goodness. So we got pictures of her feet. We got pictures of her face. We got profile pictures. My daughter was my husband's twin. I'm looking at this child. I'm like, this is my husband's twin. I cannot believe it. So this one is just so sweet. Look at how cute. She's just like a sweet little girl. There's her profile. Look at her foot. I can't. Everything is fine and dandy, which is the whole point of these appointments. But anyway, Thanksgiving prep. I have to drive to a turkey farm right now to go pick up our turkey, and it's a 35-minute drive because there's a good amount of traffic. So I'm probably gonna pop a podcast on and listen to that on the way. But anyway, I gotta get on the road. It's time to go pick up this turkey, and it's not focused on me anymore. So if this was out of focus and focused on my steering wheel for a good portion, I apologize. I picked up the turkey. I was gonna get clips, but just like last year, it was packed, which also, by the way, it smelled so good in that farm store. You literally pull up to a turkey farm. You go in their little farm store where they like also make like homemade pies and homemade like baked goods and everything like that. You check in, you give them your name, and then they come out with your turkey. And so we have a 16.5-pound turkey, I think. And it was $80. Yeah, it's expensive, but your hope is that the quality is better than like a ShopRite free turkey. If you know, you know. And they also give you like little instructions on how to cook it, so I'll take a look at that. But I am in the boonies. I am in North Jersey, almost New York State. And if you don't know anything about Jersey, you don't know anything about this area, like, we have farmland. Like, we have farmland all over the state, not just in one area. We have it South Jersey, North Jersey, and like, it is country here. Like, I know if you're from the South, you're like, there's no way. No. If you came here, you'd be like, this could be, I don't know, West Virginia. There's a lot of history in this area. There's a lot of like old homes. It's like very tied to like the Revolutionary War and stuff like that. So it's a really cool area. Like, this house I'm looking at right now, like, I mean, like, it's just like a nice, pretty old house. Be fooled by the highways and surrounding areas to New York City. We have some beautiful places to be, and we don't live so far from this area, and so it's nice being over here, but I got a little turned around. I got a little bit of a 5-minute detour because I made a wrong turn, and it brought me to a very run down part of like rural New Jersey, but now I'm in like the nice big old colonial homes. Part of this Thanksgiving prep, I like showed you guys really quickly what took me like 2.5 hours over the weekend to do, and I had a lot of back pain after that because I was like crouched in a certain position. I was just very tired. It was strenuous, and I was so proud of it and so happy to have it done by Thanksgiving. It was painting those blocks from the baby gates. Somehow, some way, Addie leaning on the gate while Zach was closing it, and I guess the motion of the two brought the plank out of the wall. Our contractor is coming by tomorrow, thank God, hopefully, to drill it back in and like secure it even more and like maybe throw some anchors in there. I don't know, but I'm so sad because I made it look as good as it could possibly get when you have a plank of wood sticking out of a wall. And now we had to do what we did before, which was zip tie the baby gate on either end. And now that is not a walkway. So if he can get that fixed tomorrow, that would be great. But I'm distraught because that was not a fun project. I want to do a little bit of food prep tonight. I want to make the pumpkin bread that I saved, that recipe. I want to make that. I'm going to get started on that. I'm just going to do a little montage of that. And then after that, I will see you guys tomorrow. Hi, can I have 2 of the cookie butter cloud lattes? Well, it is 10:25, the Wednesday before Thanksgiving. I have lived so many lives already this morning. I drove 40 minutes away to a far doctor's appointment because this was the only time they could get me in between now and when I have my baby, and they want to check on my heart before I have the baby. It was an echocardiogram. The tech obviously couldn't say anything, and my doctor said that he would message me if all was good, and if all wasn't good, that he would schedule an appointment with me. I'm not expecting to hear back before the holiday, so we'll see what ends up happening with that. I'm gonna get home, hang out with Addie for a little bit, and then she's gonna go down for a nap, and I'm just gonna get started on cooking. So today's gonna be a lot of just montages of us cooking and setting things up. So I hope you enjoy. It's gonna be very cozy. Starting with the baked mac and cheese.
There's a memory in my head, it's somewhere buried in a mess. You touched me, and how could I forget what brought me to you? There was something about the light, the way that it crashed into your eyes. My whole life started on that night, and I never knew. But every stop sign, every sunrise, every goodbye, everything that I felt with somebody else, every long day, every heart.
The reheat instructions is leave the panko topping, which I put in one of our leftover dishes that we got for Thanksgiving. Uncover this, put the topping on it, cover it back up, let it bake for 20 minutes, and then it says to let it bake uncovered after 20 minutes for 10 to 15. That feels crazy, so I'm gonna play that part by ear. But I've got the panko topping here, and I've got the baked mac and cheese here. So that is done. Let's get on these mashed potatoes.
Break down the line, it was worth it, 'cause everything, all that I do, all of it leads me to you. Long as I live, this much is true. All of it leads me to you. There's a voice inside my head that tells me that I'll just make a mess, but you kissed me, and how could I forget what brought me to you? It was every night alone, every I don't know, every don't go, everything that I felt for somebody else, every long day, every heartbreak down the line. It was worth it, 'cause everything, all that I do, all of it leads me to you. Long as I live, this much is true. All of it leads me to
Is this a sweet potato? They were labeled Yukon Gold. These are sweet potatoes. Well, I guess it's a good thing I have a ton of those potatoes. I don't even like sweet potatoes.
I love sweet potato. I'll eat that potato.
What do I do with it?
Leads me to you. Long as I live, this much is true. All of it leads me to you. It was every dark line, every dark line, every good line, everything that I felt. Somebody else, every long day, every heartbreak down the line. It was worth it. It was every night alone, every I don't know, every don't go, everything that I felt.
Okay, well, as you guys saw, I whipped up a little batch of those corn muffins. They're ready to go for tomorrow. I'm done cooking for tonight. Now gonna go upstairs, relax, decompress for tomorrow, edit this video, and then that is it for Thanksgiving prep. Subscribe and follow along because I'm really hoping to get the Thanksgiving vlog out shortly after this weekend, and then after that it'll be Christmassy holiday vlogs, which I'm so excited for because I'm also just excited for Christmas. But anyway, thank you for watching. That is all.